awful. Since, in this book, apparently Peter and Susan, they're too old to come back to Narnia, so Edmund and Lucy are the only ones that can come back, but they bring along their cousin Eustace as well, because they're gonna be too old in this book, so you gotta get another character to travel back to Narnia, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm sorry, this book was a slog. It was absolute, just lore-breaking, the worst book I have read in this entire series up to this point, without question. So Edmund and Lucy are visiting Eustace because Peter and Susan are traveling America. Okay, and they want to go to Narnia and all that, but the Eustace is like, oh, this is most unorthodox. Narnia doesn't exist, but they prove him wrong by the painting, this nautical painting, coming to life, filling the room with water, like Aslan's trying to kill him by drowning. Yeah. Good going, Lion. But then they're in the water, but they're found by none other than Prince Caspian and his Dawn Treader boat. And oh my gosh, that's basically the plot. That's it. That's all. It's just a bunch of misadventures that mean basically absolutely nothing. No one learns a lesson. Except for Eustace, he learns to not be an ass, but that happens like midway through the book, and then all of a sudden they're just, discovering islands in Narnia land. Okay. Also, apparently, Prince Caspian can, in fact, do this because Narnia is so prosperous that they don't notice him gone. Okay. Also, on top of all that, you notice something? You notice a little a lore kind of bump in the night here? Let me just rephrase this lore inconsistency here. So, from the first book, Lion, Witches, and Wardrobe, to Prince Caspian, it's been 400 years. From Prince Caspian to this monstrosity of a book, you know how much time's been passed? Like, literally almost a year. I mean, that's basically it. It's like literally nothing. It's like a blink of an eye. Why is Prince Caspian still here? Why are all these characters still here? Why is all the Narnian creatures non-existent in this book, but instead the entire ship's crew is humans? Why? Now look, I'm a fan of nautical books, okay? Listen, Moby Dick, I'm down with that, okay? Is it the best read of all time? No, but I like the nauticalness. Treasure Island? Hey, solid A, okay? This book is absolute trash. I'm sorry. It breaks all lore. There's no plots. They just go from island to island doing random bullcrap. Oh yeah, and the mouse wants to go to Aslan's country, which apparently is the heaven allegory, or the Eden allegory. I don't know exactly what it is, but yeah, the rat, he goes to Aslan's country, and he's stuck there. He can't get out. Once he passes over the wave, he can't get out. That's, I gotta admit, that one was actually pretty good. I gotta say that one plot point I thought was actually done pretty tastefully, in my opinion, at least. Also, the one big thing that this book adds to the lore of this world is the Star Girl. This princess is made out of pure starlight and all that. You know, she I gotta admit, as a fan of Stardust, the Neil Gaiman book, I gotta say, I love everything Stardust related. I'm fairly certain, because Neil Gaiman took some things from this series and made The Problem with Susan, I would assume that he did a little inspiration here with Stardust, and took a little bit of idea from this book. But yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because of Stardust or anything, but I like this aspect of the book. That's the one thing I will say that this book added that I'm actually like, okay, that's creative, that's nice. I'm here for it. But other than those two things, this book is absolute trash. Cataloging every single misadventure of this book is like saying, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. This happened, this happened, this happened, the end. It's just absolute trash. And then Edmund and Lucy, Aslan's like, yeah, you're too old now. You can't come back. Goodbye forever. But Eustace, you can come back if you so choose. But you're not a king of Narnia because you're not a son of Adam or a daughter of Eve. What? Why? He is a son of Adam and a daughter of Eve. He's like the Peregrine children. In fact, he is kind of connected by blood to these Peregrine children. Why is he not a king? He's like a knight or something. Why is he a knight? I get it, knights are cool, but I mean, so is a king, a knight king. I mean, that's what Edmund and Peter were. Huh? And just so we're clear, in the silver chair, it's never addressed. He's just a knight. The end. Why? I don't know. Just don't think about it. Also, probably the most controversial thing, at least in my eyes, based on this book, and things that very, very religious mothers took issue with, probably, was that, Aslan, as we all know, is an allegory for Jesus. This book says that Aslan says that he is Jesus. So, yeah, that adds a lot of questions. Like, for instance, why did he make this land? Why did he populate it with all these inventions, these creature inventions that humans created? Why did he populate it with more humans? If he was trying to make a perfect world or something, why did he add humans? Not only that, but pirates. He added pirates to this land. The worst kind of humans to this land? Why? Why do some animals talk and some animals don't? That's very inconsistent. Why? Why can't he just do that in the real world? Why does he gotta do it here? Yeah, a lot of questions that are left unanswered. At least, if he was the Jesus allegory, I could get it. I got it. Yeah, because maybe this is a way for the kids to learn about, religion and all that stuff, but he actually is Jesus. A lot of confusion, a lot of a lot of headaches. So yeah, this book sucks. This book is way on the bottom. I don't know if anything can top it in the fact that it's so obnoxiously bad. Now, to be fair, let me just say this, okay? It's not, Twilight levels of bad, okay? It's not even 50 Shades of Grey levels of bad, okay? It's still decent enough read. If I would give this to my kid and be all like, yeah, you can read this if you want, and I wouldn't really bat an eye to it, but as an adult reading this book, I got more confused than I did when I watched the movie. It is the absolute worst of the series. I mean, honestly, I would say, hey, kid, don't read this book. You don't have to. This book is kind of the worst, but if you want to, it's fine. I won't really blame you if you want to read it. Honestly, and I promised myself I wasn't going to talk about the movies in this book thing, but I gotta say, the movie is a lot better than this book. And the movie is terrible. It's basically the Hallmark version of the first two movies that were made. Surprising enough, there was more grit and glamour in the Disney movies than the 20th Century Fox movie. I know, I'm shocked as you are. But moving on, we're going to go into